Good morning, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello and welcome. My name is Chantel, and in today's video I am going to be showing you exactly how I created this eye look. For those of you who don't know, over the last few weeks I have been creating an eye look with each one of the I Heart Revolution Disney palettes, and this week I am doing Snow White, and it looks like this. Open it up. Right, so if you want to see exactly what I did to create this eye look and what my final thoughts are on the palette, then please do keep watching. Diving straight in, going into that red shade, I put that all in my crease and in my outer corners. As you can see, all my base is done, my contour, highlight, foundation, eyebrows. I even primed my eyes already with the ultimate Revolution eye base, I believe it's called, in shade medium. I will list all the products that I use down in the description box. But yeah, you can see I still got some of that excess Revolution baking powder under my eyes. Once I'm finished, I will be sweeping that all away. So far so good. That red really does stand out. It's pigmented, it's blending away easily. So yeah, right now I'm a happy girl. Although there is a black in the pan, I wanted to go into that dark navy blue instead to deepen my outer corners. I wanted to see exactly what that would look like. I didn't want to just use a black like I normally would. So I started off with an extremely light hand, just a little bit of blue. I didn't want to put too much down and then really hate it and not be able to take it away. So I build it up slowly. Sorry, my voice is a little bit rough, guys. It's hay fever season again and I am definitely suffering. My throat, my nose, my eyes, you name it, I've got it. Right, then going into that yellow shade, I put it on the edge of the blue and red that I put down just to blend it out so that harsh line disappears. Yeah, it really did soften the edges. It blended it out a little bit, but because it's yellow, it wasn't a really pigmented yellow, so it doesn't really stand out. But yeah, I managed to use it to just diffuse the edges so that there wasn't that harsh line that you can see there now. Right, so when I finished blending all the edges out and I was happy with the finished product, I then go in with my blank canvas paint by Plouise just to cut the crease so that I could have a sharp line for when I put down my shimmer shade. If you look up after putting down some of the paint, it will automatically line out where your crease should finish, so it gives you the perfect cut crease. I do that every single time and it never fails me, and then I just colour in the rest. Now that I've cut the crease, I want to go in with that red shimmer and put that all over where I just put the paint. I wanted to see how that looked first of all. This palette, I'm really liking it. It's a true Snow White palette. All the colours you can actually relate to Snow White, so yeah, that was a plus. As well as the formulations weren't that bad, and as you can see, every colour that I've put down apart from the yellow so far stands out. Then I wanted to dip into that light pink shimmer shade, just to tone down that red a little bit. I put it on top. So yeah, I used it as like a glitter topper, you could say. I really didn't have a planned look in mind when it came to this video today, so I just jumped straight in and I'm making it up as I go along, so fingers crossed I don't mess it up. So after finishing putting down that shimmer, I then go back around the edges with that blue color, and I think, yeah, the yellow to blend it out, and maybe a little bit more of the red. I just intensify it again, each color I go through it, just to neaten everything up and to make sure that I haven't lost any of the other colors. Then I wanted to line my eyes using this Clinique black liquid liner. I think I got this from the latest Feel Unique beauty pouch. Yeah, so today's the first day I'm using it. I wanted to try it out to see what I thought of it, and it's okay. It's not black, it doesn't stand out as well as the Natasha Denona. So yeah, the Natasha Denona is still my favorite eyeliner, but this will do, it's fine. Right, so now I'm going to use my Plouise Got It Flaunt It lashes, my favourites. Just waiting for the glue to dry, get really tacky, and then I'm going to put them bad boys on. I really do like these lashes. They give you just the right amount of fluffiness, but still natural looking, perfect for everyday wear. If you guys haven't checked out Plouise lashes, I strongly suggest that you do. They do last a long time if you take care of them, if you're gentle with them. I think the longest I've had a pair of Plouise lashes for, I think I've managed to get 7 wears out of them. So yeah, I'm not sure if that's good or not, but definitely check them out. Right, just finishing off the look, bringing everything together. I'm going into that blush side now, in the middle, the orange shade. It is super pigmented. I do love these blushes that Makeup Revolution have put in these palettes, especially the orange colors. It really does complement the darker skin tones. Then going back into the eyeshadow palette in that dark blue, I completely forgot to do my lower lash line. So yeah, I'm just going to put that underneath on my lower lash line and blend it all out using that dark navy blue that I put down in my outer corners. Then going into that icy white bluish tinge, I don't know what color you would call that, shimmer shade. I'm going to put that for my inner corner highlight, and boy does it stand out. That shade was super pigmented. Then going into the highlighter part, I've gone into that kind of goldish shimmer shade, and it really does stand out. It is pigmented. It is a little chalky, but it did have a lot of shimmer and it stood out perfectly fine, blended in beautifully. But yeah, if I had to say anything bad about this highlighter, it is a little chalky. Right, so going in with my MAC Fix Plus setting spray as the final step, just to lock everything in place and set it nicely. Right guys, so as you can see, this is the finished look, and as per usual, I thought I would quickly jump back on and round up the video and give you my final thoughts on this palette. I really do like this palette. Starting off with the good points, I really do like the blush, like with the last palette. I think that was the Tiana palette. Yeah, the blush really does stand out, and it's got a light pink and orange and like a hot kind of reddish pink, and I do believe this does go with the theme Snow White. Yeah, and I believe that there is a color here for everybody. And the highlighters, these are really pigmented. If you did watch the whole video, you would have seen when I used it. I used this one, which was highly pigmented. It is a little chalky, but yeah, the color did show up once blended in. It doesn't have much shimmer, but it is definitely an icy white color. Then you have the pink, which is equally as chalky. So really not good quality, but it does show up and it blended beautifully. And then of course Snow White, you have the white color, the real icy color. So altogether you can see, or on my skin tone, it does really come off chalky when used like this, but applied on my nose it did blend beautifully and it did offer a little bit of shimmer. So I'm not too upset about that. Moving on to the eyeshadows, perfect color story. We have some reds, we have blues, we have a lot of shimmers, and we do have a lot of mattes that we can use. Obviously we have the Snow White, so the icy kind of colors, along with the yellow, and this one does have a black as well as greens. So there is like a wide variety of colors there, and they are pretty creamy, really nice consistency. The mattes are a little crumbly, they do kick back in the pan, which was perfectly fine. And yeah, I love the fact that it has a brown, a black, gold, right, as well as light colors. So the question I always ask, if I had to do it all over again, would I purchase this palette? Yes, I would. Definitely do recommend. Would I use this palette again by itself? I think there's enough colors in here for me to be able to create several different eye looks, from neutral to colorful. Yeah, so I do recommend this palette. Definitely would buy it again, definitely would use it again. So far I think that this is the best palette I have used. And as for the eye look, I really do like the way that this has turned out. Right guys, so if you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate you. Feel free to drop a comment below whether or not you've used the Snow White palette or any of the other Disney palettes. Which ones were your favorites, which ones you recommend or don't recommend, if you like this look, if there's anything that I could have done different. Basically just leave your final thoughts down below. I really do look forward to reading your comments and replying. Right guys, so once again, thank you for watching. If I could ask you to please hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already done so, and then click on the little notification bell beside it, and then click all so you never miss another upload from me. And while you're down there, if I could ask you to please hit the thumbs up button, it really does help me and my channel out. And just to give you the heads up, there is another palette that goes with this, which is the Seven Dwarfs, and I believe next week I will be showing you an eye look using that palette. So if you're interested to see exactly what that is, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, have a beautifully blessed day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.